Hi there, this is Ijama, host of the Etsy Conversations podcast, and I just wanted to record a quick episode. Etsy just recently released their Valentine's Day shopping trends for 2018, and I thought it might be beneficial to you to know what these trends are so that if you can plan ahead for Valentine's Day this year. So, this is just going to be a quick informational, no frills episode of the podcast. But before I do that, it's January right now. It's a great time to start planning for your conferences for the year. And throughout the year, as time goes on, I will try to give you enough time to plan ahead for upcoming conferences. And right now, the first one of the year, at least that I'm aware of, is Midwest Craft Con. You might remember I spoke with Megan back in, I don't recall. I can link to the episode so you can listen to it, where she talked all about Midwest Craft Con. That was back in episode 194. And it's coming up. It's just around the corner. And actually, it's going to be from February 16th to the 18th this year. And just if you don't know, Midwest Craft Con is a retreat for mid-career makers. And so this year, it's going to be held from February 16th to the 18th of 2018 at the Embassy Suites in Dublin, Ohio, that is. So if you're in that area and you want to connect with other makers, participate in workshops to grow your business and your craft, this might be a good one for you to attend. So it's just around the corner. As of this recording, you have just over a month, depending on when you listen to this, to plan to attend it. And in addition to a full lineup of workshops, this year their keynote speakers will be Vicky Howell, and she hosts the Knit Show, and then cartoonist Gemma Carell, and also the Crafty Chica, Kathy Cano Murillo. If you want more information about the event, go to convome.com/Midwest, and you'll be able to read up more information about the event and to register. If you have a conference that's coming up and you want me to help you promote it to other makers here on the podcast, use the contact form on convome.com and let me know about it. I'll be happy to help you share the information. All right. So on to the 2018 Valentine's Day shopping trends. So you have a fresh batch of opportunities to make more sales. And so Valentine's Day is the first holiday, first selling holiday of the year thus far. So in this episode, I'll let you know what Etsy's predictions are for Valentine's Day 2018. They recently sent out an email about this. If you didn't get to read it, that's why I'm here. And that's what this episode is for, just to give you a recap of what you might have missed. So start thinking outside the box. Valentine's Day isn't strictly for the romantically involved anymore. Think BFFs, college roomies, parents of fur babies and other pets, etc. So for you as a seller, what does it mean? It means that you can capitalize on a wider variety of gifting options if you don't traditionally service the wedding or engagement or couples markets. And according to Etsy, the marketplace sees increased interest prior to Valentine's Day in listings in the jewelry, paper and party supplies, and bath and beauty categories. So if you sell in any of these categories, you can use these insights and trends to take advantage of this first major gifting occasion of the year. But if you sell in other categories, use the ideas to get inspiration to think outside the box and see how you can spin your product into something giftable for the occasion. If possible, you don't have to stretch it too far. So first, let's talk about your timing. So right now, as of this recording, today is January 12th of 2018. Shoppers are already looking for Valentine's Day gifts on Etsy. In fact, they started searching much earlier in January, But don't worry, Valentine's Day searches, according to Etsy, peak in late January and go all the way through early February. So you still have some time. So in the meantime, start stocking up your Etsy shop with Valentine friendly products now to draw in the early bird shoppers, and then make sure you keep your inventory fresh all the way through mid-February to cater to the procrastinators and the late birds, because there will be many of them. Other things that you can consider doing is offering shorter processing times and gift wrapping options. Remember, you can charge a fee for gift wrapping. And doing these two things, shorter processing times and offering gift wrapping, will help to attract last minute shoppers to your products. So when you're taking pictures, also consider wrapping the product up and taking a picture of it wrapped up and making that one of the 10 pictures that Etsy offers you. This is one of the things that they suggest doing. And also using Valentine themed wrapping paper. Okay, so now for the trends that Etsy has said are based on industry forecasting, as well as some of the top search terms that were used on Etsy during the weeks leading up to Valentine's Day last year. So trend number 1 is treating yourself. Some people just want to spoil themselves on Valentine's Day, whether or not they have a significant other to celebrate it with. So if you want to cater to this audience, think about things that people will use to pamper themselves, like shower fizzies for those who prefer showers, or bath bombs for people who prefer baths. Think about what items or activities that you can sell that help promote rest and self-relaxation. Trend number 2 is women's empowerment. Now, if you're based in the US, March is National Women's History Month. And if you have products that celebrate and honor women with positive, feminist, and activism-inspired messages, then this would be a good time to start selling them or promoting them. Trend number 3 is celebrating friendship. So also still along the lines of catering to the female crowd, have you ever heard of Galentine's Day? I hadn't. Apparently it's celebrated on February 13th, and it's a day for women to celebrate female friendships. So along the lines of celebrating friendships, people might also want to celebrate with their kids and co-workers, etc. So think of Galentine's Day as not just celebrating female friendships, but anyone who wants to show appreciation to people they consider friends. Okay, trend number 4 is alternative engagement rings. So we're still in engagement season. Engagement season runs from Christmas all the way through February. So people are still looking to get engaged. It's not over yet. Most people shopping for engagement rings on Etsy are looking for something that's non-traditional. And so you want to cater to that audience. Etsy also has a romantic engagement ring trends for 2018, and it's a guide that you can read if you need more specific ideas for designs and whatnot. I can link to that, and if you're interested and you think it's something that will appeal to your audience, or it's something you can incorporate into your product line, you can go ahead and read that. I'll include a link to that. Trend number 5 is snuggly gifts. So if you want to cater to shoppers who are in wintry, cold areas, then offer products that make them want to get cozy and cuddle up and stay indoors. So think of warm clothing and just cozy stuff. This would be a nice time to knit something or crochet something like that. All right, trend number 6 is DIYs. So for those DIYers that need a little help DIYing it themselves, offer customizable items and DIY elements, things like printables. So Etsy says that kits are also big with this crowd. So if there, people might either want to buy kits for themselves or for someone they love so they can make something together. So if you have a product line that you can package as a kit and maybe include instructions to make it an activity for more than one person, that could be a way to go. Trend number 7 is gifts for him. Here's where you can really shine if your product line is very far out of the realm of Valentine's Day gifts, because according to Etsy, search terms related to gifts for men have historically ranked among the top terms in peak Valentine's season on Etsy. So if it makes sense and is relevant to your product line, try using these terms in your tags, but don't game the system. Trend number 8 is what they call Valentude, which is like Valentine attitude combined. So when it comes to prose and expressions of love, remember, not everyone wants the same old mushy love lines. And actually, to quote Etsy, they said the term naughty Valentine's card was actually a very popular search term for Valentine's Day in 2017. There's also a market of shoppers that are anti-Valentine's Day. So they might be shopping during this time as well, but for something, on the opposite end of the spectrum. So don't forget to try to reach out to that niche as well if it makes sense for your business and your product line. So let's say you do greeting cards or printables. Perhaps you might create products that would appeal to this particular audience who might be on the site at this time too. And then trend number 9, which is the last one, is for pet parents. So pet lovers, you want to cater to people who have pets and want to show their animal babies love too. So if you can get in on that market as well. And those are the 9 trends for this year's Valentine's Day, according to Etsy. If you like what you hear, please go to convome.com/read to me, and you can sign up to get on the early notification email list for my membership site, where I will just be doing audio recordings of Etsy updates and tutorials about how to do things on Etsy. I am getting so close to launching. I always feel a little bit afraid to say that because it's kind of scary to hit the button to go live, but I'm very close to launching. If you want to be on the early notification list, go to convome.com/read to me to sign up. All you have to do is ping me when it's ready in the mailing, in the subject line. And on that page, I just have some more information about what this membership site will offer you. Thank you for listening, and I will be back with another episode next week, Wednesday.